What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm James, and today let's play a little game. You got to try and describe the Indiana Pacers using only one word at a time. What words come to mind? For me, it's stuff like solid, strong, defense, playoffs, consistent. However, words that don't come to mind so much around the Indiana Pacers are things like elite, contender, championship. So yeah, to put it slightly poetically, I guess, this team is really good at being good, but they're not so great at being great. So that's the plan today. We're going to take this team from good to great. In real life, I think they're in a pretty interesting situation. They've got some really good pieces and a lot of talent on the roster. It's just kind of a question of how it all fits together. I know they just hired Nick Nurse's old assistant coach from the Raptors, and I think for a small market team on a budget, it's actually a really interesting coaching hire that could pay dividends for them. And yeah, I just think they're in a very interesting position, and I'm going to try and turn this team into a legitimate contender. Now, of course, those of you that have been watching regularly, you know the drill by now. This is going to be another one-off season rebuilding challenge. That's where we get one off season and one full season to make 5 realistic trades maximum to push this team over the top and make them contenders in 2021. Pretty simple, a lot of fun. Let's get into it. Okay, so here we are in the 2020 offseason. We skipped through the draft because our pick went to Milwaukee, and we're here at team player options. We're basically ready for free agency at this point. But first, let's have a look at the roster. Obviously, you've got Domantas Sabonis, and I think he's going to be the one untouchable guy for this video. I'm not going to move him. I want to build around him. I'll probably break up the backcourt with Miles Turner, move him somewhere else. I think the Pelicans would be a really good fit for him next to Zion, someone who can stretch the floor better than Derek Favors. So we might look at that. Oladipo has expressed a desire to leave. I know Miami's interested in him as well as a couple of other teams, so he might be involved in a trade. Brogdon and Warren, we'll see. Obviously, Warren is the bubble god, so we might keep him around. We'll see. And other than that, some young pieces to develop like Holiday. And yeah, it's a pretty good roster. Okay, so it's into free agency. We're basically ready to hop in there. But just beforehand, I might explore a few trades just to maybe clear some cap or just make a few moves before free agency. I'm looking particularly at Oladipo and Turner trades. So yeah, let's see what we can find. Okay, this is a fun one. I'm going to try and get Drew Holiday, reunite all 3 of the Holiday brothers on one team, which will be fun. I think he'd be a great replacement for Oladipo when we do trade Oladipo. Does a lot of the things he does, but obviously we know what Drew Holiday brings. Oladipo after his injury, who knows? So I've thrown in Miles Turner because I think the Pelicans could really use him to stretch the floor next to Zion. Miles Turner fits their timeline a lot better. He's a young guy. Drew Holiday's in his 30s, so this would be a win now move for the Pacers, a developmental move for the Pelicans that will give them a better, sort of more diverse team and a bit more spacing. Throwing in Dougie McBuckets and a ton of seconds. Let's see if this goes through. No. Okay, wow. They might want a first as well. That's kind of interesting. Is there any other sort of young pieces I could throw in? Do you want Ed Sumner? Maybe? That's not going to push it over the edge, is it? Wow. Thank you, Ed Sumner. You're a legend. All right, that's a really good trade. So let's have a look at the roster. We've got Holiday, and the other Holiday's a free agent. I may have to re-sign him on the minimum just to bring them all back together. That is a beautiful, beautiful start. Okay, so we're here at the moratorium period. Skip through everything else. We're ready for free agency, basically. And I came to the roster and noticed that Oladipo wasn't even here to trade. It turns out he's in free agency. I feel like in real life he's got another year on his deal, so this roster might be slightly messed up. But that's fine. I think he is our only free agent, so we may as well just bring him back. We'll give him his bag. What kind of offers does he already have, actually? He's got 6 offers. So yeah, we'll just give him the big bag. We can match it up with other guys, and that'll be perfect. Everyone else, yeah, we'll kind of renounce all the rights here. Justin, I'm coming back for you, son. Don't worry. You'll be back with your brothers. I just need to get through this, and we'll pick him up on the minimum. It's all good. The Holidays will be reunited. But first of all, let's see what we've got available on the mid-level. Let's see if we can add to this team. Alec Burks would be solid. Dario Saric. Yeah, I'll probably just pick up Saric as like a trade piece, honestly. That's fine. We'll just throw him that. And then, obviously, just a couple minimum guys. Obviously, where's my guy? Justin Holiday. Get involved, man. All right, perfect. Let's go to training camps. I think that's all we need to do right now. All right, training camps. And we've got 3 of these bad boys, which is good. I think, obviously, normally I'd send untapped potential to players, but we're only doing a 1-year rebuild. So I think the only guy I'll untap is Aaron Holiday, as I think I'm definitely going to keep him around. Anyone else could honestly be flipped at this point. Then I'll send perimeter shooting to Drew, big brother Drew. And what else do we want to do? Probably perimeter shooting to Sabonis. All right, that's perfect. Let's move to the season, see what we can do. We've still got 4 trades left to make, so yeah, let's get it. Okay, so here's the rotation as of right now. They currently have Drew Holiday on the bench, so because we're going to trade Oladipo, I'll bring Drew Holiday into the starting lineup. Then honestly, obviously Oladipo is going to be the next trade. We probably want either a center or maybe a small forward, then we can flip Warren, or a point guard, then we'll flip Brogdon. So yeah, we're just going to look for best player available, I think. Okay, I was looking at the Heat to see if I wanted to trade him there, but they've already done some work. They've already picked up Van Vliet, Danilo Gallinari, Yeah, they're looking pretty good. And Aaron Baines and very, very old Melo. So, I don't know, maybe they don't even need Oladipo. I might look elsewhere. I really might look elsewhere. Okay, now this trade is intriguing. We give up Oladipo, a first and 2 seconds for Buddy Hield and a really valuable first round pick that we can package in another trade. I feel like for the Kings, this would be kind of them taking a shot on Oladipo becoming a legitimate star again. You know, we never know how he's going to bounce back from this injury, so maybe they're just kind of punting on him being a star. You're also trading 2 guys that want out of their respective situations for each other, so it could just be a fresh change of scenery for both of these guys. Plus, Buddy Hield's game suits that 6th man role really well. He'd probably be like a little bit pissed off having to play the 6th man, but hey, we can figure it out. We can figure it out. And that pick's going to be super useful too. Yeah, let's do it. That's a nice trade. I like that. I like that. Okay, so Buddy Hield's going to be coming off that bench. Where is he? Okay, he's down there. That's perfect. So Buddy Hield's going to be a bench piece. I think now we just need to work on some kind of trade that gets us a center. So yeah, let's figure out a trade for a solid center. We've got enough assets for it for sure. Okay, so I'm thinking I could get Clint Capella off the Hawks. They just drafted Onyeka Okongwu, who's a center with their sort of 6th overall pick, I think. So they might be looking to offload Capella. I think they've already got enough sort of spacing issues as it is. So I think Gogo would be a good bench piece for them to kind of bring off the bench and back up Okongwu. Jeremy Lamb, a solid piece for them, you know, extra wing depth and a 2nd round pick thrown in there for good measure. So let's see if this goes through. I think Capella would be a great defensive anchor for us. Trade exception required, absolutely fine. Bang. Yes, let's go. All right, this team's starting to look really good. That is 3 trades down and we're starting to get a little squad together here. So let's have a look at the rotation. Yeah, the starting 5 starting to look pretty good. I'm thinking maybe I could upgrade Brogdon or Warren or just kind of build out this bench. So I'm fine with these guys. I definitely want a backup center, so we might work on that next. And other than that, yeah, we've got a few extra pieces here that we don't really need. So, yeah, let's see what we can do for trade number 4. All right, this one's getting kind of bold. I'm looking at Devin Booker. Let's just imagine that the Suns do really badly and Devin Booker requests a trade out. I don't think he's got much patience left with the Suns. I mean, who knows? After that bubble performance, he might be more bought in. But for the sake of this, I think if the Suns did kind of decide to go in a different direction, build around DeAndre Ayton, enter a real rebuild, I mean, this is an option. They're getting a lot of assets back as well. Brogdon, Saric kind of going back to the Suns, and a pick that's projected to go maybe top 3 in the draft. So that's really going to add for their future. And another pick. And you know what? To make it realistic, I'll throw in 3 picks. If this goes through, I will take it. Wow, we got D-Book. That is huge. I almost didn't expect that to go through. Maybe that one was a little bit unrealistic. You know, I kind of had to work my way to justify that one. But for now, I'll take it. Let's have a look at this rotation. Okay, so I've made 4 out of the 5 trades, and we've left ourselves in a bit of a tough situation. I'm loving the starting 5. Holiday at point guard, Booker, Warren, Sabonis, and Capella. I think that's a really, really nice starting 5. Then off the bench, I'm quite happy with Hield and Holiday, but I'm not so happy with the other Holiday and Jones. So I think we need in one trade to kind of upgrade backup wing/forward position and a backup center. So I'm going to have to get creative. Okay, final trades. I'm thinking Daniel Tice. He can play some center and power forward, so he's a bit versatile. He would probably complete this rotation. It's just whether they'll accept TJ McConnell, Damian Jones, and a first. I hope they do. Bang. Okay, I think this team is sorted. I'm feeling very good about things. Okay, so after 5 trades, here is the final rotation. We've got Drew Holiday, Devin Booker, TJ Warren, Sabonis, and Capella. I think that's a really good blend of offense and defense I could see working in real life. Then off the bench, we've decided to go for an 8-man rotation. We're going to have Aaron Holiday literally just backing up his brother for 14 minutes a night. Buddy Hield's going to play all the backup wing minutes, and Daniel Tice is going to play all the backup big minutes. So we've got a nice versatile 3 guys off the bench, and I think this is looking good, honestly. Now, something that worries me a little bit is that this team only has a 3-star balanced system proficiency. Sabonis and Capella don't really like it, but these 3 guys do, so I'm kind of thinking it'll work, and there's nothing higher than 3 stars, so that might be a little bit concerning in terms of the success of this team. And then in terms of these scoring options, we did go for, obviously, Devin Booker is number 1. I want everything running through Devin. Domantas Sabonis, I want him to score the ball, so we're going to make him the 2nd scoring option. Then TJ Warren. Honestly, is this team a contender? I'm thinking maybe. I mean, we'll see. It's a very, very strong team. I'm thinking 55 wins and maybe a chance to compete. You know, they might not get through, they might, but I'm thinking 55 wins and a really solid team. Let's go. Okay, I'll tell you what, my prediction game has been strong lately. 54 and 28, 1 off 55 wins. I'm really happy with that. Somehow Trae Young wins MVP, averaging 38 points per game. So, yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing. LaMelo Ball Rookie of the Year, Spencer Dinwiddie, 6th man, Anthony Davis Defensive Player of the Year, and Darius Baisley Most Improved. All right, let's check out the All-NBA team, see if any of our guys made that. Any Pacers at all? Any Pacers at all? Probably not. Nah, it's just not the Pacers way. I'm sure we had a pretty balanced effort. Let's have a look at our guys, see what they were up to. D-Book, 27 a game, 21 a game for Warren, 20 a game for Sabonis, all on really, really efficient shooting. What did Booker shoot from downtown? 45%. That is wild. Sabonis averaging 20 and 12 with 3 assists. That is wild. Drew Holiday just kind of playing his role, facilitating, 7 assists a game, 14 points. I would have liked to see maybe a few more assists, but so I guess we are lacking playmaking a little bit. But it is good to see Booker with 5 assists. Buddy Hield just kind of doing his job off the bench. Clint Capella, 15 rebounds and 2 blocks per game with 11 points. That is an incredible effort. He was a really good pickup. Probably an upgrade on Miles Turner, actually. And then Daniel Tice. I did not expect 11 points per game off the bench, but I will definitely take that. And he kind of shot the ball at least decently from downtown, at least for him. Aaron Holiday doing his job, and that's about it. Felicio got some minutes in there as well. So, yeah. Good on you, Felicio. Let's have a look at the team stats as well. I kind of expect us to at least be like top 10 in both offense and defense. So points per game wise, we were actually 4th in the league. I'm really impressed with that. Devin Booker was definitely a great addition for that reason alone. Then defensively, 3rd. So I mean, we are a contender. I've achieved our goal. 54 wins, legitimate contender. Now it's just about seeing if we can actually win a championship. Okay, so looking at the brackets here, okay, we're actually against the Hawks. We're against the MVP. Why do I feel like we're going to have a first round exit? At least we've got Drew Holiday to clamp him up, which is nice. Let's have a look at this Atlanta team. In fact, Boston came first in the conference and Brooklyn. That's fair enough. They're going to be very tough teams to out. Let's have a look at this Hawks squad. Trey, Kevin Herter, DeAndre. I mean, they've got Goga. That's obviously a thing. I cannot believe it. Trey Young MVP with that squad, and then all right, we've got to win this series. We've got to win this series. Okay, I just tried to put Jay Holiday on Trey Young, and I realized I put the wrong Jay Holiday on him. Let's make sure Drew Holiday is guarding Trey Young at all times, and we may even bump his minutes up. Actually, in fact, let's bump minutes up in general for the playoffs. I really do think we're probably going to want, yeah, Drew playing at least. Actually, do you know what? I'm really playing Drew Holiday. I'm going to play Drew Holiday 38 a night because we need him clamping him up. Clamping Trey Young up, that is. And then other than that, honestly, yeah, I'll probably take a few off of Tice, gets the bonus to 38 per game. And other than that, we should be fine, I think. In fact, I will take 2 minutes off Buddy, and I will give Booker 40 a night. All right, let's go. I'm feeling quite confident about this first round series. I think Drew is the perfect matchup for Trey, so let's get him out of the way. Oh no, please don't do this to us. Please don't do this to us. Please don't do this to us. We've got to come back. We've got to come back. 2K, man. I am so mad right now. We built a squad, man. It was a 54-win team. It's in a good playoff position. Easy first-round matchup. Drew Holiday was supposed to clamp up that little MVP Trey Young, but no. We still get dumped out to a scrawny little point guard that can't play a lick of defense and looks just like a baby from a pack of diapers, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh, this is mad. I need to go calm down. I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe. Bye. I'm done. I'm done.